So you want to move to Kigali, Rwanda, or maybe you just want to visit. Either way, one of the first questions you are going to ask is, how does the visa actually work? We asked the same question before we moved here, and today we are going to walk you through exactly what we've learned. But first, a quick disclaimer. We are not immigration lawyers. We are not visa experts. What we are is a couple who actually did this and learned some things along the way. So take everything we share as a starting point, not a final answer. Now, let's get into it. Let's start with the most common entry point, the tourist visa. When we first arrived in Kigali, we came in on a 30-day tourist visa. And here's the good news for most visitors. If you are from one of many African Union member countries, you can enter Rwanda completely visa-free, and citizens of many other countries can get a visa on arrival, which means you do not need to arrange anything before you get on the plane. You simply arrive in Kigali at the international airport and you will handle it right there. Make sure your passport is valid for at least 6 months beyond your travel dates. Have proof of onward travel and have accommodation details ready. Basic things, but important things. Now here's where our experience gets specific. We came in on a 30-day tourist visa and we needed more time. So we went back to extend it for 60 more days. And this is part of the process that taught us the most single important lesson about navigating immigration in Rwanda. Having someone with you to guide you through the process. It's not just helpful, it is essential. The extension process is navigable, but it's not always intuitive, especially if you are new to the country, new to the system, and new to how things work here. We had family who moved to Kigali before us, and that made a significant difference. They knew where to go, they knew what to bring, they knew what to expect, and if you do not have that, please find someone who does, a local contact, a relocation service, an expat community group, but do not try to navigate this alone if you can avoid it. Now, before we wrap up the visa conversation, let's talk about what to actually prepare before you get on the plane. Because the visa is just one piece of the puzzle, and showing up prepared makes everything else significantly smoother. First, your documents. Have a physical copy and a digital copy of everything. Your passport, your visa confirmation, if applicable, your accommodation details, your return or onward flight booking. Do not rely on your phone alone. Have printed backups. I know it sounds old-fashioned, but it has saved people more times than you would think. Second, your money. Rwanda uses the Rwandan franc. You can exchange currency at the airport when you arrive, but we recommend having some US dollars on you as well, and make sure that they are brand new crispy dollar bills. USD is widely accepted and easy to exchange throughout Kigali. Do not arrive with only your home currency if it is not USD. Exchange before you fly or at the airport on arrival. Third, your connections. Before you land, know who you are going to call if something goes wrong. Have a local number saved. Have your accommodation contact ready, and have at least one person on the ground who knows that you are coming. Rwanda is incredibly safe, but arriving in any new country prepared and connected is always better than arriving and figuring it out as you go. And last but not least, your mindset. Come with patience, come with flexibility, and come with genuine curiosity about this place, because Rwanda will surprise you in the best possible ways.
Kigali strong. Kigali strong. Kigali rise. See the future in your eyes. From the hills to city lights, Kigali shining day and night. Yeah. From quiet roads to wider streets, now the world and Kigali meet. Blue skylines reaching to the sun. Still feels peaceful when the day is done. Businesses grow, new dreams begin. Young creators
are thinking beyond a tourist visa, if you are considering actually living in Rwanda, the tourist visa is just the starting point. Rwanda offers several longer-term options, including residency permits for those planning to stay, work permits for those coming to do business, and investor permits for those building something here. We are not going to walk you through each of these in detail because immigration requirements do change and we want you to have the most current, accurate information, which means going directly to the source. What we will say from personal experience is that Rwanda is actively welcoming people who want to come and build here. The government has made significant efforts to make Rwanda accessible to the diaspora and to investors. You are not fighting an uphill battle. You are pushing on a door that is already open. Here is what we would tell anyone considering this move. Do your research early. Go to the official Rwandan immigration website. Join expat groups and forums where people share current experiences. Connect with someone who has already done what you are trying to do, because the information that exists online is not always current and the process can change. What worked for us in our timeline may be different from what you will experience, so verify everything and then verify it again. The best thing we did, we had family here before us. They smoothed the path considerably. If you do not have that, build it. The expat community in Kigali is warm and incredibly generous with information. Find your people before you land, and the process becomes significantly less overwhelming. Rwanda is one of the most welcoming countries we have ever experienced. The process of getting here is navigable. It just requires preparation, patience, and the right people around you. If you have questions about our specific experience, drop them in the comments below. We will answer what we can. And for everything official, always go to migration.gov.rw. That is your source of truth. We will see you next Sunday from Kigali.